Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. So today I'm gonna show you what I was able to find at the stores as far as garden vegetables, because for those of you who don't know, I just recently moved and I wasn't able to start my own seeds this year. Normally I start everything, and it was really hard for me not to do that. So I ended up just, crossing my fingers and praying that there would be some stuff left. And when we first went out shopping, there was almost nothing left. And so fortunately, we then came across Home Depot, and Home Depot saved the day. So I was really surprised. So let me show you what I found at all these. There are a couple nurseries and then Home Depot. Let me show you what I found. As far as tomatoes go, I was able to find Juliet. I found these at a nursery. So there's 2 plants in there. I'll spread those out. And then for a small fruited, I got this yellow pear. Yeah, it's one of my favorites. And this one, Sweet 100s. I don't know if I've ever grown Sweet 100s. Probably have at some point in all the years I've been gardening. And the next one I've put in here, this is Parks Whopper Improved CR. And never grown that one. So we'll see how that one does. These are Rutgers. These are determinants. So they're supposed to be good for sauce tomatoes. We'll see. So that's Rutgers. They're gonna put them, I think there's 6 or 7 plants in there. I won't fit them all here. But I'll fit as many as I can in there. And then this is a patio tomato. Those are always fun to grow. That's gonna go in a pot. So these all need water. But we haven't got the pump going yet. This is Mr. Stripey. I believe I've grown these in the past. This was from Home Depot. And the Rutgers down there, that was from Home Depot. What else have we got here? This is Golden Jubilee. That was from Home Depot. This is also from Home Depot. Cherokee Purple. We've all grown these. I've never grown that Golden Jubilee. Never grown that one. I have grown that one. It's been a while though. What are you? You're also from Home Depot, and this one's called Bonnie Original. So I have no idea what it is. That's what it looks like. Our favorite tomato, it says. Well, we'll see about that. And then 2 Brandywines, pink Brandywine and a red Brandywine. One I got from Home Depot and one I got from one of the nurseries. The one nursery I went to, they had like almost nothing left on tomatoes. This is Celebrity Plus. It's early slicer, hybrid. Perfect tomatoes. One of those. It's been a while since I've grown Celebrity and Jetstar. I think last year was the first year I grew Jetstar. And since I didn't have a tomato taste test, I thought I'd grow it again. Everybody seems to like Jetstar or some version of that. All the channels that I watch. So not too bad. Really not too bad. It took me to go to 3 stores or 3 nurseries. One only had Come here, you look sad. One only had one tomato plant left, and I snagged it. And like Home Depot had a lot of like big boy and beefy boy and all those kind. But I tried to pick some that I either haven't grown in a really long time or that I know I'm gonna like the Brandywines, since I don't get to have, hold on. So since I don't get to have my Brandy Sweet Plum, which is my all-time favorite tomato, because I didn't start it and nobody sells that around here anyway. I do have the two Brandywines, so I'm hoping that they'll do good. Also, the Juliet will be a really good salad tomato because, you know, they're probably that size, where the little plums are probably about that size. And then the Super Sweet 100s are a round cherry. Yeah, so that should take care of it. It is what it is. Next year will be completely different. Completely different. All right, let's go look at the peppers. Okay, these are the peppers I was able to find. I mean, they had a lot of bell, like California Wonders, and just regular green, red pepper, orange peppers, but you didn't really find like a name of the peppers. So just generic peppers. I got a jalapeno here, Cajun bell. I got two of these. It's one of my favorite hot peppers. I don't like the long hot peppers because they're a pain in the you-know-what to prep when you're prepping them. So I kind of like these because they're basically a bell pepper, but it's spicy, and it's not real spicy. Like, it's probably not quite as spicy as a jalapeno. It depends on the year. You all know that. It depends on the year, how much rain you get. I also got California Wonder, a lunchbox mix. I thought those would be fun. An orange and a sweet rainbow mix. That one is probably one of my favorites because you never know what you're going to get. So I always plant a rainbow mix in when I do peppers. So that was pretty good. I thought that was pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 plants. So 10 plants will take me quite a ways. So I was pretty happy with the peppers that were available. I found 3 more peppers mixed in with the flowers. Poblano peppers. This one is called Better Bell 4, and this one is called Sweet Canyon Red. And this is what I meant when I said, like, this is just generic poblano, right? And this has a name to it, and the other ones were all just generic. So it's kind of nice to, if you really like them, then you can buy them again. So 3 more. So what are we up to? 13 pepper plants. Hello, future editing Sharon here. I lost the footage for the rest of the plants. So I headed out here to the garden, and I'm going to show you what else I found. I found zucchini. This stuff I found at Home Depot. And let's go over here. These are Burpee Black Beauty is what they're called. So I had 6 plants, but I only planted 4. So I've got 4 zucchini plants. Next thing I got was onion plants. These were from Home Depot as well. This is candy onion and Walla Walla. They were pretty sad when I got them, but I can tell that they're starting to grow. they do have some growth on them, so that's good. So I wanted to do plants. They always say if you want big onions, plant plants. If you want lots of onions, plant sets. So we'll see how they do. I think I'm going to come through here and trim all these just so they're all the same size. And then down here at one of the greenhouses, I got these onions, burgundy onion. I love red onions. I don't know about you guys, but I really like them. So these are also doing quite well. These were a lot smaller than the other onions. So that's what I got from the Home Depot and from the nursery. Then I also got a couple cantaloupe plants. I don't know what kind they are. I think they just said cantaloupe on them. This was from one of the nurseries. So 2 cantaloupe plants. And look at what I found. A honeydew. Honeydew melon. I don't know about you guys. I'm having a heck of a time finding honeydew seeds. So hopefully we'll have some honeydews. I was able to find 4 watermelon plants. This one here, he's doing really good now that we're getting some heat. And this one is Crimson Sweet. And then these 2 down here, that one and this one. I got these ones from Home Depot, and they're the little sugar, you know, the little tiny sugar baby ones. So that's what I got there. I went out again. I can't remember where we were. Oh, this was from Farm and Fleet up north when we were at the cottage. And this is Mountain Fresh. And then I got a Carolina Gold. Now, a couple years ago, I ended up growing Carolina Gold, and everybody told me those aren't Carolina Golds. So we'll see if these are any different than the ones I had. Also, I bought seed potatoes. Can you see they're just starting to come up? They're starting to push their way through the ground. Seed potatoes I end up getting from Farm and Fleet because I could not find them any place else. So I was happy that I finally found them. We'll be growing Yukon Golds here, the reds down there, and the Kennebec Whites between the watermelons, and I got some carrots in there. So that's what we're going to be growing. So not bad for shopping after June 1st, or right before. It was May 31st. I was surprised that we went to the first place and I got really panicky because there was almost nothing left. So I picked up the few things that I wanted. Even with the flowers, there was almost nothing left. Then we went to the second place a little bit out of town. They had even less. And then the third place we went to, they had a lot left. A really good selection left too. So I got lucky. I really did. I don't ever want to have to go through this again. So yeah, gonna be planting late, which I'm glad I was able to find plants because our growing season here is until about September 15th. They usually get their first frost, and then it's nice and warm, of course. And then in October, it really starts freezing every night. So I'm really happy that I was able to do this. So if you ever don't get to start your plants from seed, there is help out there, which is really nice. So that's going to do it for this video. Thank you all for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And until next time, everybody, happy gardening. Bye-bye. Dirty hands. We're putting soil in the tire.